Hi, this is Travis, and today we're going to be talking about my Southern California Edison electric bill with Tesla Solar, September 2021, and why I have a bill credit on my bill and I didn't pay any connection fee. Let's talk about it. All right, real quick. Well, I do videos every single month on my Southern California Edison electric bill. I go through the whole bill and show you everything and how much money I make and credit. And I also do videos every single month on my solar production, the energy each month that my solar produces. And I have a Tesla referral code down in the description. I think now their policy is giving you $500 off a solar roof and $300 off solar panels. So if you want to use that code, it's down in the description. And if you want to get all that information, like and subscribe, and we'll get it to you. All right, well, some quick specs on my system. I live just above San Diego, California, in the Temecula-Murrieta Valley. My system is 12.24 kilowatts. It is 36 panels, Q-cell panels, at 340 watts per panel. And my panels face east-west with my largest array facing west. All right, well, this month I used 1,908 kilowatt hours. And if we times that by 23 cents, which is the average kilowatt hour cost with my billing, we get a total of $438.24 that my bill would have been if I didn't have solar. But let's go ahead and take a look at the electric bill and see how much I actually paid with solar. Okay, well, here's my Southern California Edison electric bill. And if we scroll down here, this is the date bill prepared, 10/9/21. So we'll look at the account summary, and you'll see that my last month's bill was $13.81. That was the connection fee, and I got a credit for that because I paid it. And this month, my new charges is a credit of $12.24. So not only do I not have to pay anything, I have a billing credit. So yeah, let's look into that. As you can look right below here, it says you received a California climate credit. California is fighting climate change, and so can you. Your bill includes a climate credit from a state program to cut carbon pollution while also reducing the energy costs. Find out more, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, it looks like I got a climate credit. So we'll take a little deeper look at that down in the bill. But right here, just understanding your net energy metering. You are billed annually for your energy charges because they can be offset by the energy credits over a 12-month billing period. Any charges not offset by your credits will become due at the end of your 12-month billing period. You also receive a monthly bill. It reflects the minimum amount due each month, which supports the cost of maintenance and operation for providing electricity. So to break this down, there's a connection fee and an energy credit. So the connection fee is around $10 to $14 a month for me. I have to pay that every single month. The energy credit, net metering, what I send to the grid versus what I pull from the grid, that is the net metering energy credit. That is a separate thing than the connection fee. And we net meter that all year long. And at the end of the year, we settle it up, whether I owe them or they owe me money for the excess energy sent to the grid, or if I used more. So I've been overproducing all year long, so I have a huge credit, and we'll get into that lower in the bill. And it's going really good. So let's get into it and scroll down and see what else we got. Go past the climate credit. This is just a bunch of basic information. You can stop and read it if you want to. Just kind of describes some of the different fees and stuff that they're doing. Just for example, down here, it talks about different definitions of things. For example, right here, the climate credit. Credit from state effort to fight climate change applied monthly to eligible businesses and semi-annual to residents. So it looks like I'm a resident and it's semi-annual, so I get it maybe twice a year. We'll see how much I get for that. These are just a description of all the different fees and definitions of them, so if you want to read through all those. But yeah, we'll scroll down to stay informed about your annual bill. This just basically describes the net metering. Once a month I got to pay the connection fee, and at the net metering at the end of the year, what I get back from them. So this just kind of shows you where I'm at right now. Year-to-date charges, I have a credit of $965.82, and that will settle at the end of the 12-month billing period, which is in January. Just a coincidence that it starts at the beginning of the year. I turned my solar on right around January 6th or 7th, so that'll be my true-up bill, the 12-month bill. We'll see how much money I get back from them because I do overproduce energy right now. I plan on getting more electric cars, so I will be using more energy in the future. So I did get an oversized system for my needs right now, but as soon as we get another electric car, we will be probably breaking even with my energy usage. So yeah, we'll scroll down here, and this just shows your cost varies by time of day. I have a time of use plan, so basically between 4 p.m. and 9 p.m. I have almost twice as much kilowatt hour charge than I do any other time. So if you're on a time of use plan, it depends on which plan you're on. I think there's a 5 to 9 and then a 4 to 9 depending, but yeah, mine's time of use 4 to 9 p.m. and any other times cheaper. So here's your past and current electricity usage. So this is showing you a breakup because I switched from summer to winter charges. So it just shows you what left of summer I used, and now I'm into the winter net generation charges. So that just kind of breaks that down. On the right side, it says consumption is the total amount of electricity imported. So right there, it just shows net generation and total electricity usage, what I've sent to the grid versus what I pulled back from the grid. And right at the very bottom, it says total electricity usage this month in kilowatt hours, 328 kilowatts. So after net metering, I used 328 more kilowatts. And if we scroll down a little bit, it just shows your daily average electricity usage in kilowatts. 2 years ago, I guess I don't have the information. Last year, I used an average of 31.50 kilowatt hours. This year, during this month, I used an average of 10.93 kilowatt hours. I did a ton of driving this month, so I used my electric car a lot. So I used, as you can see, I was all summer long, I was producing a lot of energy and not using as much. But come September into October, I was driving my car a lot more, so I used a lot more electricity. And we still had a lot of sun, but all right. Details of your new charges. All right, I'm on the time of use D Prime Care plan, so that's the plan I'm on. This breaks down all the delivery charges, which is what I call the connection fee, delivery charges, non-bypassable charges. They break down all the fees here, but right there at the bottom, your new charges are $12.24. Well, credit, $12.24. So the basic charge or connection fee was $11.96. I got a care discount of $6.61. I got a climate credit of $29. So I had those two credits applied to the non-bypassable charges, and we netted a credit of $12.24. So because of that climate credit, that's basically the reason that I did not have to pay the connection fee, and I do have a credit on the bill. So right on the right side there, it says your delivery charges include $11.86 distribution charge. And right at the bottom right there, additional information. I have an air conditioner that uses a 240 volt. It says your net surplus compensation option is rollover. That means at the end of the year when I get my true-up bill, do I want to roll over my kilowatt hour credits, or do I want to receive a check for that? I do want to receive a check for that. I do not want them to roll over. I called them and talked to them about this, and they said I cannot change that until the end of the year. So in January, I have to call them and say, convert that to check so that they'll send me a check back for my kilowatt hours. I'm assuming that check will be between $100 and $200. We'll see. That's the big question, right? After a year, how much did you pay? How much did they send you back? So we'll figure that out in January. But this is just talking about it's set for rollover. And it's just funny that they won't let me change that to check now. They said, well, it's already defaulted to rollover. You can change it. So I have to call in January and make sure I change that. This is things you should know. Yeah, so this just breaks down different charges. You can stop and read all these. I went through them before, but yeah, this just explains some of their fees and what they're doing. We'll scroll down to more things you should know. This is another fee they use, fixed recovery charge. Depending on which plan you're on, this is what they charge you. A lot of these fees, you can look through all of them and decide whether you like them or not. But at the end of the day, they charge you what they charge you. But this is just a breakdown of them if you want to look at that. So we'll scroll down to details of your tracked charges. Okay, this is just a breakdown of my delivery charges. So basically, they switched me from summer to winter, so you'll see summer and winter charges on here. But at the end, right down there at the bottom, energy charge total. What I sent to the grid, what I received, I owe them $52.28. So I used more electricity than I produced this month. Again, because I did a lot of driving in my electric car. So on the right side here, it kind of breaks it down a little. Additional information regarding your net compensation generation. Year-to-date energy charges total of previous month. I had $1,018.10 in credit. This month, your current monthly energy charge is $52.28. So I used more electricity, so I owed them $52.28. So they just deducted that from the $10.18.10, and now your year-to-date energy charges are $965.82. So $965.82 converted into kilowatt hours. Right here, year-to-date kilowatt hours, 5,839. That's what 965.82 equals to. So that dollar amount equals to that many kilowatts. So at the end of the year, when they give you a credit, they don't give you that 965.82. They give you anywhere between 3 to 5 cents per kilowatt. So I would times the 5,839 kilowatts by 3 to 5 cents, depending on which. It goes up and down throughout the year. So 3 to 5 cents per kilowatt is what they pay you, which is really hardly nothing. But something's better than nothing, so I'll take it. So we'll take that 5,000 or whatever that number is at the end of the year, 5,839 for right now, and times it times 3 to 5 cents, depending on what they're paying in January, and that'll be the check that I receive back from them. So that's a number to follow, is the year-to-date kilowatt hours. That's the number I'm looking at. The 965.82 is interesting to know, but that's not what they pay you. They take the kilowatt hours, your year-to-date kilowatt hours, and times that by the 3 to 5 cents, and that's the check you'll get back. So yeah, here's the breakdown if you want to stop and look at all that. Yeah, mid-peak, off-peak, and that's what I used this month. So we'll scroll down. Yep, that's the end of the bill. So all right, everything's looking good so far, but the one main thing difference this month is that I used more electricity than I produced. That's the one thing to take away from this bill. I have a credit from all the energy I received in the summer, so I'm still looking really good for the year to date so far. And that's what's great about net metering is, what you produce versus what you use, that fluctuates throughout the year. So one month you'll use more, other months you'll send more to the grid. So yeah, that's what net metering is. So everything's working out great. Okay, well, it looks like my solar panels are doing great so far, saving a lot of money. Can't wait till January when I get my true-up bill, and we'll see just how much money I saved and how much money Southern California Edison sent me back, and if I even paid for any electricity at all the entire year with solar panels. So everything's going great, looking forward to it. So like and subscribe, we'll get you all the more information, and we'll see you on the next video.